Chatters, chatties, roadies, welcome home for a Great American Chat, a podcast where we chat about great American media. I'm Chad Maurice, and Cricket is here. How you
Hello,
doing?
Chad. I'm good, Chad. How are
How
you?
you, how you doing, my little cowgirl?
I don't know how little I am, but okay. I am a cowgirl at heart.
So this past week was an exciting one. We had the premiere of Grounded in Love. We had the Christmas movie schedule was released. And speaking of Grounded in Love, you have a few things to say, right, about Trevor?
I do. We actually found out that the anticipated Western movie that he is in, Where the Wind Blows, has officially been announced to be released on October 24th in certain theaters and then also on Amazon and iTunes, Apple iTunes. So yes, very exciting news.
That is exciting. That is exciting.
Woohoo!
And isn't there something else?
And
Yeah.
there is a interview that Tracy and I did on one of the podcast episodes with Miss Carolyn Fife. So we have an interview with her coming out, and it's going to be very informative. She kind of goes behind the scenes a little bit with us. So
And
it's,
she's the author of the book, right?
yes,
That
she's
the
the
movie
author
is
of the
based
book
on.
of the Prairie Heart series. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that is exciting.
Yes. So a
Yeah.
lot of exciting news. I mean, and then we see on
What?
Twitter that, Trevor has asked people to come and be extras in Buffalo. So that's also
Yeah, that's
exciting.
right. That's
I
right.
think I
Trevor,
think we broke the servers, Chad.
yeah, Trevor posted that on X, yeah. Or was
Mm-hmm.
it on Facebook or X? I forget where it's I
It
saw
was
it on
on both.
Facebook. Yeah, it was on
I think
both.
it was on both, yeah.
Yeah,
Facebook and
he had an email address and said, "Send your information to
Mhm.
this email if you want to be a background actor in, in my next movie."
Yes. Exactly.
So Kat is here. Hey, Kat.
Hi,
Beth is
Kat.
here. Hey, Beth.
Hey, Misty. Hey, Beth. I saw
Wait,
Jay too.
Jay's here. Chad and Crockett. What's Crockett? Is that a typo, or is that she meant to do that?
No, it was a typo, I'm
Oh,
sure.
it's a typo. Okay.
Yeah, my name's
Misty's
not
here.
Davy. Not
Misty.
Davy. May have
Misty said,
relation though. Never know.
"What? What?
Davy
Davy?
Crockett.
Oh, Davy Crockett." Misty says, "Hee haw." Hello, guys. Hey.
Yeehaw! Yeah, so exciting.
Yeah. So tonight we are getting into the fifth episode. It's getting down to the wire.
It
There's only
is.
one more episode left
Mm-hmm.
until they release the seventh
Yeah.
through 10th episode, which I don't think they're going to do until after the Christmas movies end. I think they're going to do it next year.
Uh,
Finish the seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10th episode. So,
Jay.
so tonight's the fifth episode. The title is, did you get the title?
Yes, a turn in the road.
A Turn in the Road. And I
Mm-hmm.
got it. This is funny. Okay, here's the synopsis that I got off of IMDb. And this
Mm-hmm.
synopsis has absolutely nothing to do with the episode, but I'm going to read it anyway because I think it's funny. Here's what it says on IMDb. At a service honoring their mother, a long lost heirloom resurfaces, uncovering memories, grief, and unexpected grace.
I'm confused. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I don't know. None of that happened in this episode.
No.
No, no, I know, but that's what's on IMDb. I thought that was pretty funny.
Interesting. Huh.
So the storylines that did happen in this episode,
Mm-hmm.
Martha's quarry came back,
Sure
and
did.
I was excited to see that again, hear about that again. Eric gets news, which affects his relationship with Janet.
Yes, it does.
James asks Maggie out on a date,
Yes, he does.
and Crossroad Springs welcomed a new member to the community.
Yes, they did.
So that's what really happened in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
So, Cricket, you're going to get us started here.
Yes, so we see Nathan and James. They are coming back on the tractor. James was, and Nathan walks up and they're talking about, um, how they only went to part of the field and how big it is and glorious, and everything. And so then James is like, Nathan, I'm going to let you in on something. I'm going to keep you, informed of what's going on. And he tells him that Aunt Amy and Janet are planning on expanding the herd. And and buy more cattle. And Nathan says, well, that's good news, but he's like, the only problem is Martha's quarry. And he says, we're going to need some more water. And so hopefully, he said, your dad and her will come to some sort of agreement.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And as soon as I saw this scene, like I said before, I was happy that the Corey storyline was back into this episode
Yes,
because
yes.
they didn't there was no mention of it in the last episode, so I was happy that they
Hmm.
came back to it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because that is a major plot
Hmm.
point here.
Hmm.
Now the Hamiltons are sitting around eating scones and talking about Martha and her quarry. Janet tells them she saw Daniel Newman with Martha's attorney at the cafe. She also tells them about stitching up Daniel's forearm at the clinic after the storm. Willis says you should have taken, or you say Willis says you shouldn't have taken care of him. You should have told him to go to the next town over. Willis also says that he has some strong words for Martha. James and Aunt Amy tell him to save the strong words and be nice. He says, I will do whatever I want. Last time I checked, I am still in charge. He throws down his napkin and he leaves. So Willis was kind of being mean in this scene here. Man.
Yeah, he just takes offense to what they're telling him, and he just he started out real rough around the edges, and then he kind of like softened a little bit as he's walking away, to go hang out with the animals, but yeah, he was a
Uh-huh.
little abrupt, very abrupt, and very what is it, grass
Oh
or
yeah.
crap. Yeah, very
Yeah.
crap.
Telling her she shouldn't have taken care of Daniel. Jeez.
Yeah,
Got words for Martha? Oh, in the chat here, Beth agrees with Jay that the show needs more drama and action.
yeah.
Kat says scones instead of sandwiches this time. Yeah. I almost brought a scone for my mystery item, except I don't know exactly what a scone is or where I would find one. It's
They
some
do
sort of,
sell them at certain stores. You can find them. Yeah,
oh, can you? It's some sort of
yeah.
baked good, right?
It
I
is,
don't
but I
know.
don't I don't really like scones, I'll be honest. They're
I don't
harder than like a regular pastry or whatever. I don't like them.
I don't know what they're like. Yeah. Yeah, Cat Willis can be ornery for sure. All right, you're up for this one.
I am.
Yeah. Oh no, that's me. Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
no,
that's you.
no. Oh, that's
Don't
me.
pick with
Sorry,
me, Ted.
sorry. You're up on the next one. So Eric tells Janet he got accepted to this fellowship he applied for in the big city, but he's on a wait list. So Janet is happy that he won't be leaving anytime soon. At least that's what she thinks. And we'll get more into that later.
Hmm. Okay, now I'm up. Here we go. So James goes to the cafe and he's walking up and she's handing a muffin to one of the customers and he's like, "Oh, please tell me that's not the last one." And she's like, "No, of course not." But he fills in Maggie about Willis getting stuck during the storm and in the storage shed during the storm, and she says, "Well, I heard you were a hero finding him." And he's like, "Well, yeah, I moved the tree away,
Yeah.
whatever." And then out of the blue, James asked Maggie out on a dinner date. He asked her about some new restaurant if she would like to go with him on Friday. And she says, of course, yes.
Yeah, I know. That
Mhm.
was kind of a shocker there. Came out of
Yeah.
nowhere.
You could
Yeah.
you could feel the hearts just popping on the side.
Yeah, when she called him a hero, she said, "Well, I'm going to take
Mhm.
advantage of this situation right now and ask you out."
Yeah, exactly. Why we're on the hero talk.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you know what? I should have saved that muffin I brought last week for this
You
episode
should
because
have.
they showed
Yes.
a muffin. They did a close up
Yes.
of that muffin on the table when she sat
Yep,
it down.
exactly. It looked exactly like it too.
I know. I know. I should have saved it. I should have saved it. Let's see. Oh, you're up for this one too.
All right. So we see Tina and Lewis and they're in the office and Janet's did like a follow-up checkup on her. And so then they show her kind of going back to her desk and they're just standing there waiting and she's like, "Oh, she gets lost in the moment as she's turned around." And so you can see them, they're like so anxious back there looking at her like, say something, and so she finally realizes the room is so quiet, and she turns around, she goes, "Oh no, everything's okay," and she's like, "Everything looks great," and then she even tells him, "But you guys are wonderful parents, and the baby's very, lucky to have them." So it was a really cute scene.
Yeah, she was kind of daydreaming about what Eric just told her
Yeah, I think
in the
so.
previous scene.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's see. Oh, Misty says it could definitely use more drama and action in it. She agrees.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Yeah, sometimes some of the episodes are kind of slow moving. Jay says I can get scones at Panera. Oh, I can? Oh, all right.
Yeah, probably.
Kat says she loves scones with clotted cream, jam, and lemon curd. I never heard of that. What? Clotted cream?
Yeah, I don't
What
know
is
what that is
clotted
either.
cream?
I've heard of
Jam and
lemon
lemon
curd.
curd. Oh, have
I've
you?
never heard of clotted cream though. I have to look that up after we're done.
Ooh, Beth, there's a hot take. Beth says Eric needs to
Mhm.
go. Daniel's waiting
Yeah,
in the wings.
exactly. Daniel was waiting.
Oh,
Yes.
we're definitely going to get into that discussion.
He's got that
Janet,
ticket machine and he's waiting on that ticket. I mean, he's
oh
got it.
yeah. Janet has much more emotion when she interacts with him. Yeah, she doesn't like old
Hmm.
Daniel very well. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Kat agrees with Beth.
Hmm.
Beth adores Tina and Lewis. Yeah, they're cute.
They are cute. They're a cute couple in this.
So here's one fiery scene here between Janet and Daniel.
Mhm.
So Janet tracks down Daniel and Martha's realtor. Daniel tries to be friendly with her and says, "Howdy, neighbor." And she snaps at him and says, "Don't howdy neighbor me." He's like, "Okay." Janet insults the realtor, says,
Realtor,
"You are
that's the lawyer, isn't it?
what?"
She's the lawyer, isn't she?
"Oh, I'm sorry, lawyer. Sorry, what did I say? Realtor?"
Yeah.
"Oh, she's the attorney. I'm sorry. I'm getting attorney and realtor mixed up."
It's all
"Yeah,
good, man.
Martha's attorney." I was thinking she's helping her sell the property, so she's like a realtor. No, she's an
Yeah, that's
attorney.
true.
She's an
That's
attorney.
true.
So Janet insults the attorney, says, "You are the one creating drama out of a simple land deal." Daniel says, "Oh, I think it's your father that's the one doing that." He says Willis is living in the past, trying to make a deal with old friendships and handshakes rather than doing it the modern way. Janet says, "My father is not living in the past." Martha's attorney tells her she is just trying to look out for Martha's best interest. Janet says Martha has been making deals with Willis for years. They are friends. Oh, and then I love this next line. The attorney smiles and says, "Now we can be friends."
Yeah.
Oh, and that was like an evil smile when she said that line.
Oh, she sure it was.
It was.
And I have to give props to Janet because she just was like, okay.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Oh yeah. You could see Janet was did not like
Yeah.
that at all.
No.
Yeah.
But that attorney, she's pretty cold. She delivers, I have to say. She can deliver those cold words. She's got fire coming out of her mouth and eyes when she's saying it.
Oh, Jay says Daniel's hat color changes from dark to lighter when he's mean and when he's nice.
Hmm. I can see that.
Jay Cat says there are some good tea houses around. Oh, though they can't compare with what you get in England, though.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was a good scene right here. I like this scene.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that attorney's not nice.
Yeah, that attorney. Yeah, and then she called Janet feisty after Janet left.
Yes. And Daniel's thinking, yeah, she sure is.
But I couldn't believe that evil smile. Now we can be friends.
Yeah. It's like, "Ugh." Hmm. All right. So we see Martha. She stopped by in her truck, and Amy's outside watering her plants. And she's like, you kind of did us wrong the other day. And Martha's like, yeah, I know. I came to apologize. So she lets her in, and she wants to buy some eggs. Martha does, and apologize to Willis. So Willis starts to talk, offers her some coffee, and she kind of hints, insinuates to Amy to go get the eggs so they can be alone.
Yeah.
And so, Willis is looking at Amy and kind of giving her the eyes of, it's okay, go ahead. And you can tell she obviously wants to talk to Willis alone. So he gets her the coffee, they sit down, they
Mhm.
start talking, and he starts mentioning the part about their agreement that Willis that he was going to help her out on the ranch, and so she basically was saying, well, when are you going to have time, you got a ranch of your own. And he's like, her kids, she keeps saying her kids are wondering, how is it going to be possible because he is so busy. And then she starts talking about her husband and how she misses him. And Willis is like, yeah, I miss him too. And um you know she said her kids encouraged her to make sure to um do the right thing and not just hold on to agreements from friends from old times or whatever,
Hmm.
that her husband had made before. So her kids are just looking out for her, and that's why they hired the attorney, to make sure she doesn't get basically messed over, if you
Hmm.
will. So, but yeah, it was
Hmm.
a cute little scene. He actually softened when she was like, I miss him too. And he goes, when she's telling him about the kids, and he's like, I understand. So it was
Oh,
kind of a
wait.
nice
Beth
scene for
says,
him.
wasn't Martha in Let It Snow and played the mother of Jesse Hutch's character? Let me think. Oh, that was a different actress. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that was a different that played his mother. If it's the movie, let me look it up. If it's that was a that woman had like blonde hair. Hold on. That was she's been in a ton of movies, the actress that plays Martha. Let It Snow. Let It Snow was the one with the lodge, right? Yeah. Let It Snow. She may have been a guest at the lodge, maybe, and Let It Snow. Let me see if she was in there. Oh, the woman that played his mother was named Gabrielle Rose. That's a different one. Let me see if she was in this movie. No, she's not listed on the cast list. Yeah, you're thinking of the actress, um, Gabrielle Rose. But yeah, but the woman that plays Martha has been in a ton of movies, though.
Hmm.
So what was I going to say about that scene? Oh yeah, like you mentioned, I think Martha's kids are the ones who encouraged her to
Hmm.
hire that attorney. The actress playing Beth was in an Aurora Teagarden movie. Beth. Wait, who's Beth? Wait, the actress playing Beth. Also, another movie. Like, oh, she's saying the actress who played Martha was in an Aurora Teagarden movie. I think is what she meant. Jay wants to know if you made your sweater.
No, I don't knit, I don't crochet. I can sew, but I don't make sweaters. No.
Oh, okay, all
Yeah,
right.
no.
Let's see here. James and Maggie. Oh, now they're at this bistro that
Hmm.
just opened on their lunch date here. James awkwardly tells the waitress that they are just friends grabbing lunch. Now, what did you think when he told the waitress, "Oh, we're just friends"?
I think that's what nervous people do when they're on a date.
I was surprised he said that.
Hmm. Yeah, me too. Because I'm like, and he even ordered her water for her.
Yeah, he did.
I'm like, what are you doing? Let her order. But she was okay with it.
Yeah, and
I
then
don't know.
after they ordered, or after they ordered the water or something, she said, "Okay, I'll be back, just friends." Is what the
Yes.
waitress said to them.
Yes. Oh, she saw right through
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. She knew what was going on.
Yeah, absolutely. They hadn't even looked at the menus yet, and she's
I
like, "Oh
know.
yeah."
Yeah, yeah. So we find out that Maggie used to live in Seattle. James gets bold and asks her why her last relationship ended. She says, "We were good together, but not great." James
Mhm.
says, "Some relationships are not bad enough to leave, but not good enough to stay." And she says, "That's true. I never thought of it that way."
Jay. Ah.
What is this? Working on the ranch. Oh, how does I have too much time to hang out with Maggie?
Very true, Ben. Very true.
What's that? Uh, Oh yeah, okay. I'm reading what Kat wrote. Okay.
Yeah, Jay wrote, I'm her pastor and we're just hanging out, congregating.
No. All right, back to Eric and Janet here.
Yeah, so we see them walking down the sidewalk and they're talking about the relationship. And he asked her, how she felt about having kids. And she basically like dodges the question and says,
Mm-hmm.
Hey, there's this pizza place. You want to go get some pizza? And he's
Mm-hmm.
like, way to dodge the question.
Yeah. Yeah, she wasn't interested in talking about kids and family and all that
Mm-mm.
with him for some reason.
Yeah, I didn't understand that scene.
Yeah, she's still upset that he took that fellowship location change or was thinking about it.
Yeah.
So Aunt Amy, James, and Janet are standing on the covered bridge. Aunt Amy tells James and Janet that Willis had a thing for Martha in high school. So this was
Mhm.
some new information. James says, well, there's nothing going on between them now, is there? Amy says, no. Huh, but I think we will see, huh?
Yeah, we will.
I don't know.
I mean, you can kind of tell there's a little something there. You know what I mean? Like you
I
can pick
don't
up on
know.
it a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see what's going to happen, especially the way the episode ended.
Yes, that is
So
true.
they think Martha's attorney is not looking out for what's best for Martha. She is just trying to make the most amount of money she can on the deal. Janet says that she is going to call Mason, head of the Ranchers Association. So she's going to bring in some big guns here to help him with this
Yep.
deal.
Yeah, so Janet's sitting at the table with Willis, and they're kind of talking about because she was kind of refilling the supplies in her emergency bag and teasing him about, making sure we got enough in case you decide to do your old rodeo thing,
That's
and
right.
so they're talking and she brings up the fact that they are a little concerned, because of the attorney and that, and she wants to bring Mason on board to ask for some help, and he's like, that car salesman, like it was kind of funny, and she's like, he's not a car salesman, and she basically just tells him, he's a good person to kind of to run ideas to because he is head of the Ranchers Association and he is a rancher. So, what better person to
Mhm.
bring on board to help a little bit than him? So, at first he wasn't going for it, but then, she told him that she ran into Daniel and the attorney again on the side of the road.
Mhm.
And he's like, you did? And so he was a little bit
Mhm.
surprised. And so
Yeah.
then we see, this dad kind of coming down off his high horse, if you will, and saying, okay, why don't
Mhm.
you go ahead and bring him in, and she's all
Mhm.
surprised and just couldn't believe it. And,
Yep.
she goes over and gives him a kiss on his cheek and he just smiles, and I thought that was a very sweet moment right there. So
When he
he's open.
heard the attorney was checking out the land, that's when he
Mhm.
said, "Oh, things must be getting serious here."
Exactly. So he's kind of letting his guard down a little bit and trusting her and Amy, I think.
Oh, Victoria just joined. Hey, Victoria.
Hey, Victoria.
Oh, Beth says, Cricket, when you watch episode 6, you will understand that scene about kids.
Mm,
Oh, okay.
all right. Have to wait and
Oh,
see.
Beth says, Eric's a nice guy, but Daniel's a much better fit for Janet, even though Janet can't stand him right now, right?
Yeah, she says that. Hmm.
Hold on, I got to read the chats that I missed here. What did I miss? Oh, okay. Now, what do we have up next here? Oh, Eric gets a call from the health center where he applied for that fellowship.
Hmm.
The woman says someone dropped out and you are in like Flynn. He says, great. When do I need to decide? She says, right now, buddy. Then they leave us hanging. That's the end of the scene. So they leave us hanging, waiting to see what he's going to say.
Yeah, what did he say?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Now,
find out
did
later though.
did you
Mhm.
think he was going to turn it down?
No,
Oh, you didn't think he? Oh, you thought? Oh, you didn't think he would? I thought he might. I thought he was going
no,
to. I
because
thought he might.
I mean, if they're true to real life, those
Mm-hmm.
kind of things, they're right, they only happen once in your career to be able
Mm-hmm.
to get something
That.
that big.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a feeling he was going to take it. I mean, obviously television shows can be, different, but
Uh-huh.
if you're going to go by real life, yeah, he needed to take
Uh-huh.
it because that was probably going to be his only opportunity. They don't come around usually again. So,
Yeah, that's exactly what my brother said too.
yeah,
They you don't turn down a fellowship like that.
no, you don't.
Janet said, oh, Beth says Janet had a spark in her eyes in episode 4 when she was telling Daniel about how she learned to sew excellent stitches. Oh, you think so? Oh, okay. Let's see. This is the okay. This is the big scene with Tina here.
Yes. So Tina and Amy are in her kitchen, and they're now this threw me off a little bit, and I'm not a
What?
canner or a person who preserves anything except
Mm-hmm.
my dignity. But they're in the kitchen doing these pickles, I thought, and they're calling them preserves. So my question is pickling the same as preserving like vegetables and stuff? Because I thought they were different. Like when I hear preserves, I think
Wait.
jamming, like jam and stuff like that.
Oh,
So
I thought that was just like a green leafy vegetable in those cans.
I
I
thought they
didn't
were doing pickles. That's what I
I
thought.
didn't think it was pickles. I thought it was some green leafy
Okay,
something.
so I'm thinking pickles because she's pregnant, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, oh,
So
oh.
that's why I'm thinking pickles, and it looked like they were putting dill in the jar with the vinegar. So that's
Oh,
why
I thought it was like this long like lettuce type something.
I don't know. I still think it's
It
pickles or okra, one of the two. I don't
it
know.
looked like romaine lettuce except darker. So I don't know what it was.
But anyway, so that was one of my questions on that scene. So anyway, so they're doing that, and as they're doing that, um, Tina has this episode where she gets faint again, and so she sits down, and she's like, "Whoo," and she's like, "Sit down, I'll get you some water." Amy does, and so she gets her some water, and then they cut out the scene, and then um, I don't know. Yeah, I can tell the scene you didn't put it in there. So then James and
Oh
Lewis are
yeah.
in the barn,
Yeah.
and so Amy calls James and says, "Hey, it's time. The baby's coming. Her water broke."
Hmm.
So next thing you know, they show the medical clinic, and they show Janet walking up, and then you see Lewis, swinging in the truck, and he's like, "Hey, Janet, it's time!" And he's like running around, he's all in a tizzy, and he's opening the door, and and she's coming out, and she's like, "Okay, you guys are ready to go. You working on your breathing?" And she's talking to Tina, and he's like, "Oh yeah, we've been doing it all the way here," and it was just so good. He really played that scene really well. And so then you see him going into the clinic or whatever. And then, of course you see them and they have this new beautiful baby boy. So
And wasn't it just perfect timing that they pulled up to the clinic right when Janet was going in the front door?
yes, right when she was going in. And that's something, Chad.
Isn't that something?
But yeah,
Oh,
so it was a cute scene though. I liked it.
oh, Kat agrees with you. Looked like pickles to her.
Yeah, right, Misty. Lucky
Misty
girl
says,
having
"Lucky
such fast
girl."
labor.
I know.
Right?
So
No
I thought,
C-section, no epidural, no nothing. Just went
yeah,
in and out.
yeah. Now I got to hear what you think. I thought this whole pregnancy thing, her going into labor here, I thought it was real anticlimactic. I mean, it just all happened so fast, and it was just like it was like she's going into the clinic, going into labor, and then the next scene she's got the baby in her hands. It's like they didn't show anything or do anything. It was like it was such a letdown.
Yeah.
I thought.
I think that scene for me, and obviously they can't be too graphic with, having a child or whatever, um but to me that is a precious time when you have a baby like that, and
Mm-hmm.
um but yeah, I think that maybe there was other scenes. Maybe they cut them out. I don't know, but yeah, when you're having a child and you want people to understand what it's like to be having a child, especially people who have natural birth,
Uh-huh.
yeah, that's I mean, it can go one of two ways. I have known people who actually were in labor for like an hour, popped out a kid, and then they're like fine, and I'm like, really?
Their
You know,
first kid?
yeah, their first, second,
Oh, because
third, maybe
the
even. I
first one's
mean,
usually the worst one, isn't it? Isn't that the
it varies. I mean,
yeah.
it really does. It varies. And like both of my pregnancies, I had C-section, so I didn't even have natural births, and I had to have epidural, and then I had spinal on my second one. So it's you just never know like how long it's going to take.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, all the complications that can happen. So yeah, she had it pretty easy. She really did.
Yeah, I think yeah, there was like no drama to this pregnancy,
Yes.
this labor thing. I
But
think
she did remember, though, they did
what?
say, Janet said she took such good care of herself. Her blood pressure was
Yeah,
good. A lot of
yeah.
times with pregnant women, if they're going to have complications during the birth, they're going to go in early. Like with my twins, I had issues with my blood pressure in that. So I had to go in. And I actually had to go in. They were born at 20, no, 30 weeks. And so yeah, it was you just never know. I mean, you can have complications or you can have a really smooth pregnancy.
Yeah. I
So
still think that they should have had Tina go into labor last week during the storm, and
yeah.
she should have had the baby on the ranch. I think it would have added more drama to last week's episode.
Yes, I think so too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's the way they should have done it.
Yeah.
I was kind of disappointed that they that the labor like it was like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
She's in labor.
That's
Oh,
true.
30 seconds later. Oh, she's got the baby. It's in her hand. It's
Yes.
healthy.
Okay, but
Like,
Chad, come on. That baby was so cute. Did you see him smiling? I
oh
mean,
yeah. Yeah, and my brother commented because we were watching this together. My brother commented, "Oh, that's not a newborn. Its eyes are open."
I know.
So are when babies are born, are their eyes always closed when they
I mean, honestly, I don't remember because mine were too early, so they were definitely closed on my first. And then my daughter, I can't remember if her eyes were open or not. Some babies I think are open though. It
Oh,
depends
are
on
they?
how if they go full term, sometimes they can
Oh,
be. Like some
okay.
of the babies that come out are like 9, 10
Because I
pounds. So
they pulled that baby out. I said, "That baby's a
they're
year old, man. Look
toddlers.
how big that thing is."
Yeah, they're like toddlers. I'm telling you.
I know. Oh,
Oh, the baby actor's a girl, Beth told us. Fun fact.
oh, how did Beth know that? Really?
Beth always knows the inside scoop.
The baby's a girl, just like in When Hope Calls. She knew that was a girl singing and not a boy. Remember
That's right.
that one
Yes.
episode?
Yes. Anytime you want to know something, 4 months old. Oh my gosh. That is
4 months
hilarious,
old. I knew
Beth.
it wasn't a newborn because it was pretty big. It was pretty big.
Oh, my light went out. Sorry,
Your light
guys.
went
Now I
out.
look
Uh
like I'm in
oh.
spotlight.
Uh oh. You're getting a storm. Uh oh. Get out your candles
I don't know what happened, but
and your
something did.
flashlights. Well,
Crazy.
you, well,
Okay.
your internet's still working, so you still have electricity.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Oh well, keep it going.
Keep it going. You can keep going with this scene.
All right, let's
Can
see.
you see it?
Okay, that is the pastor from
Yeah.
Chicago. He is calling James, and James just came in and he was, kind of having a moment with Shadow. That's the name of the horse, I believe. Um, and so he answers the phone, and the pastor's telling him, "Hey, the church is trying to plan um, for the future, and they want to know what James's future is." And so he asks him, he says, since you're kind of unsure of what you want to do still, maybe you should take a sabbatical. And he's like, yeah, that might be a good idea. That's perfect. I could do this, I could do that. And then he, breaks it down to him and it says, but if you do this, you may not be able to come back to the same congregation. They're going to put you somewhere
Mm-hmm.
else. And
Mm-hmm.
so then James says he's not ready to leave the church. So it was kind of
Mm-hmm.
a little bit of a downfall for James to, have to make that realization that if he does take a sabbatical, then he's going to lose his,
That's right.
place at his church in Chicago.
That's right. So I'm taking it a sabbatical is longer than just a leave of absence.
I believe so. I mean, I don't know like what the actual time frame is.
Yeah,
But I
must
think
be
it could be extended time periods. I
must
mean, I
must be.
I know people who go for a year to 2 years.
Oh, really? Oh,
Hmm.
okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it just
okay.
depends on how long you want it to be, I believe.
I
I could be
gotcha.
wrong, but
I gotcha. All right. So after Janet delivers Tina's bomb, Eric drops a bomb on her and says, "I'm out of here." Someone on the fellowship list dropped out, and he is leaving Crossroad Springs. Now, like I said before, I wasn't expecting this,
yeah, I
but I guess
mean,
you were.
I kind of was though, because I mean, I don't know. Okay, the one thing I will say is I wasn't expecting him to get it so quickly. I thought maybe the next episode.
Uh huh. Oh,
I
okay.
wasn't thinking the same one. So yeah, it did. That was
Oh,
a
you
shock.
thought. Oh, you thought they were gonna wait and reveal it next
Hmm.
episode in the
Right.
finale. Oh, yeah,
Hmm.
that would have been. See, that would have been a good way to end
Right.
the season finale that they had filmed there with him leaving. Yeah, that would have been good. You're right. That would have been better. Kat
Hmm.
says it keeps bugging me that they keep saying the church has a board of directors. Any church I have ever been involved in has had a board of elders. Oh, okay. Maybe a church council too. I've heard of church councils. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. That would have been a good way to end the sixth episode
Hmm.
with it with him telling her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have added some more drama to the next episode. Oh, this is a nice scene. Oh, you can talk about this scene. I like this scene.
Yes. So we see James and Maggie, and they're walking down this, I call it a gravel road, whatnot, and you see the sun setting in the background, and there's a slight breeze, and they're walking, and it's just a very romantic, peaceful scene right here. And so like around sunset, and then James he talks about how peaceful it is, and he says, and sometimes when his congregation or his parishioners, I can't remember exactly the word he used, get tangled in noise, and I love this, get
Mm-hmm.
tangled in noise, and their hearts are a little bit too fast or there's too much going on, he literally tells them to go out into nature and to remember the creator, and remember he created all this, and to find peace in it. And it is true. Like, I feel like when people go out in nature, they're, and they're away from everything else, that you just kind of recharge your soul. And so that's what he's kind of telling her. And he tells her, sometimes I'll do scripture, but, other times I'll just tell him to go out into nature and just, go out there and find peace. And it just kind of puts you in perspective, and it kind of reminds
Mm-hmm.
you again of what's important in your life.
Yeah, kind of makes you forget your problems for a
Hmm.
few minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, we had, I think it was in the third episode when we had that sunset scene with James and Aunt Amy.
Yes.
And now we have
Yes.
another nice sunset
Hmm.
theme or sunset scene. Well, that's a tongue twister. Sunset scene in this episode. I still can't say it.
Yes, it is. It's a very pretty scene. Very pretty scene.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So Janet, she finds James sitting quietly in his cowboy church. And did you see he's got a pew in there now? He's got a pew in
Yes,
the
and a
barn, and
table.
it's
Hmm.
beginning to look like a church. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Slowly but surely.
a
Yep.
couple pews actually, yeah. She tells him that Mason is here to talk with them about the land and the quarry. Mason tells them Martha's quarry doesn't have just one owner, but two. And they're like, "What?" Part of her quarry is owned by the government. And he says government property cannot be privately sold. He says if you are the first ones to bring this to the attention of the government, maybe you can get the land. So this was a little confusing because I was wondering how did Martha and her attorney not know this?
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering that myself. Like, how did
Yeah.
Mason find it and they didn't?
Yeah,
Or
you
did
think the
they?
attorney would have gotten all the records on all the land from
Well,
when it was.
you'd think,
Yeah.
but maybe they do know. Because we really don't even
Oh.
know if maybe Daniel has already went and did it.
Oh, maybe they do know. Oh, that could be. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't think of that. I
Yeah.
didn't think of that. Yeah, so you kind of have to suspend your disbelief on this one,
Hmm.
because otherwise, attorney would have known if the government
Yeah, I
owned
would
part of,
think
or
so.
Martha would know for sure if she government owned part of her land.
Hmm.
Oh, Victoria agrees. Nature is healing to the soul. Jay says Mason is a genius. I know. Yeah, that's true.
That's a good point, Jay.
Oh, what do you say?
He said, well, her husband took care of everything, so maybe he knew, but she didn't.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. That could be. That could
Mhm.
be. So Janet is dodging Eric again. He tracks her down before he leaves town. She says, I wish you the best. He says, we are going to visit each other, right? She says, nope, I'm done with you. He says, we can make a long distance relationship work. She says, I'm not interested in that. I want to settle down with someone now and start a family. That was new information. He says, okay, but you're never going to find someone with as thick a head of hair as I have. So she does want a family. She dodged his
Yeah.
question earlier about kids, and now she tells him she does want kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Or the
interesting.
possibility of kids. She didn't say right away. She just said the possibility to have that
Is that
ability to
what she
have kids
said?
or whatever.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, now well, we'll get into that later. We'll get into that during the summer.
Mhm.
We all wish Eric the best. Beth says we all wish Eric the best and we're happy to be done with him. You didn't like Eric? Beth didn't like Eric. Okay.
I
All
mean,
right.
I liked him, but I still feel Daniel's a better fit for Janet.
You think
I'm
so?
right there with Beth.
You
I'm
think so? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I mean, we keep seeing this other side of Daniel, and
Uh-huh.
she keeps reacting every time she sees him, and it's just
Uh-huh.
like that love-hate relationship. But then
Oh
there's
yeah.
like this tension, and I
Uh-huh.
bet there's something that happened between them when they were younger, and
You
it's
think
just
so?
not out there yet.
That's
Mm-hmm.
not out there yet? Okay. And we
Mm-hmm.
said in previous episodes, we think one of the reasons Daniel came back was
Hmm.
because of Janet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And I was going to say that I guess his character was just a first season character and he's going to be gone. And I wonder if we'll ever see him again. We'll see if he returns.
Oh,
Jay Daniel has all those cows he stole from the other
so
show.
many other.
Yeah. Oh, oh, Misty agrees with you. She thinks they also have a
Mhm.
history.
Yep,
So
I
that's
do.
it as far as the episode, but the episode does end with a little musical montage showing James in his cowboy church reading the
Mhm.
good book, Janet at the clinic thinking about Eric and getting a little sad eyes there, and
Mhm.
Willis taking flowers over to Martha. He picks some flowers and he starts walking down the road. Yeah, what is Willis doing with those flowers, you think?
He's giving them to Martha. What are you talking about?
Gonna try to butter her up, you think?
Well, I think after she kind of showed a little emotion in their little meeting in the kitchen, I think that kind of like maybe stirred up some past feelings and emotions at one point because they had said that Amy said there was possibly a past there. So yeah, I think that that's going to help the situation for sure.
Uh-huh.
I just
N-
don't know if it's you know
Do you think he's trying to butter her up to sell her the land, or do you think he really kind of likes her a little bit?
I mean, I think a little bit of both.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we don't know, maybe that's her favorite flower and maybe he's like, "Well, yeah, I'll just give her her favorite flower and that'll make it, a really good discussion when I first get there, So, I mean, I don't think he's got intentions to try to like manipulate her in any way.
Uh-huh.
Um because, I would have thought that had he not come down a little bit when she was saying about my kids just are looking out for me and she's like, "Can you understand that?" And he goes, Yeah, I understand that. And he changed his whole demeanor when they were having that conversation. So
Uh-huh.
I definitely feel like there's a history there between them in some
Uh-huh.
aspect, that he's kind of been standing by on the sidelines when her
Mm-hmm.
husband Eugene or whatever was in the
Mm-hmm.
picture. And that's why they've had these conversations probably all these years. He's probably had a flame that's been lit, for years, and now maybe he's coming to the realization that it's time.
Yeah, well, Aunt Amy said that Willis had a thing for Martha back in, I guess it was high
Mhm.
school, but she
Yeah,
didn't say if Martha had a thing for Willis. So Martha must
right.
must not have. I don't know. She
Well,
didn't.
no, she had
Must not have.
Eugene probably. He probably
Yeah,
had to step
maybe,
aside because they were best
maybe,
friends. Hmm.
maybe. Oh, I like Beth's comments here. Beth said she's looking forward. Where was it? Oh, she agrees with you too about Daniel and Janet.
Hmm.
Slow burn. She thinks their relationship
Hmm.
will be much more exciting than James and Maggie's.
Yeah.
Uh, so yeah, um, well, first off the top, what do you think of this episode compared to other episodes?
I felt like it was a little bit slower than the other episodes, but I have to tell you, during the scene with Eric and Janet, and when they played this certain music montage that went with it, I really got teary-eyed about it because she
Mm-hmm.
started talking about long distance relationships, and
Mm-hmm.
I think anybody who's ever been in that kind of scenario can relate to that. And it was very touching, like her scene when she was crying, like I really felt like it was real.
Mm-hmm.
Like she pulled that scene off. It was great. I loved
Mm-hmm.
it, and it was like spot on, like for the conversation, like right in the moment. Like it was so good,
Mm-hmm.
and it really did affect me. And then it goes from that to her, to James, like in the thing praying or whatever, and then back
Mm-hmm.
to her looking at the little
Mm-hmm.
artwork that the kids have done, and she's thinking about Eric. And it really was a touching moment there at the end, and I did really like that ending. But the lead up to that was a little slow. But again, we're not always going to have you know
Yeah.
the action packed episodes every time.
Hmm.
So
I like this episode. I like the quarry
hmm.
line, the quarry storyline. I like that.
Hmm.
I liked we got a little more information on some of the characters,
Yeah.
like that Maggie lived in Seattle and she talked a
Hmm.
little bit about her past boyfriends a little bit.
Yes.
I liked I liked that Eric, this storyline with Eric and him leaving. I like that.
Hmm.
So this had
Yes.
a little bit of little
There was
things.
something else too.
What?
When Maggie and James were at the restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
he was just looking at her an awful longer, than normal. And so I caught that too. And I could feel that feeling that they both had. So I
Uh-huh.
really love those scenes at the restaurant too. So that was
Uh-huh.
that was really nice. Really nice.
Yeah. So things we're left wondering here that we need to chat about. Oh, we already talked about. I was going to say, is there something going to start up between Willis and Martha? And you think something might start up?
I mean, it depends if the deal goes okay.
Mm-hmm.
But then
Yeah.
maybe there's this situation where they can't, the way it's set up now. But then when the federal government and all those things get untangled up, maybe there'll be an opportunity for them,
Mm-hmm.
as
Mm-hmm.
long as Willis don't blow it.
All right. All right. And we already mentioned this. I was going to, what's going to happen when Eric leaves? You
Mhm.
think Daniel and Janet are going to eventually get together,
I do.
even though Janet doesn't like him
Yep.
right now? Yeah.
Well, I think they're going to sneak around like Romeo and Juliet, because if Willis ever finds
Ah,
out, it's
that's what,
over.
that's exactly what my brother said. It's like Romeo and Juliet. The
Yes.
two families hate each other. Yeah.
Yes. Totally like that.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. Oh, Misty thinks Eric will be back. Yeah, he may show up in later episodes. You never know.
Hmm.
You never know.
Yeah, when him and
You haven't seen the
Daniel and
last of
Janet are
him.
kissing.
Yeah, when
Hmm.
Daniel and yeah back together. He'll be a
Hmm.
monkey wrench in Janet and Daniel's budding relationship. Yeah, yeah, he could be. He could be. You never know. What? Uh
Jay.
oh, he has a typo. Willis is going to hook up with Martha, and Daniel are going to hook up. What?
So they're all
Wait.
going to get together and be one happy family.
Yeah. Eventually, I think that is what's going to happen eventually.
I mean, you never know. I mean,
Yeah. And another thing I'm wondering is how long will it take before we see a kiss between James and Maggie?
next episode, I'm going to call it.
Oh, you think next episode?
Yeah, I do. I don't
Oh,
know though. Beth could tell me if it's true
I
or not
was
since she
thinking, I
knows the
was
next
thinking,
episode.
I was thinking maybe in the last four that they're filming now, or maybe next
No.
season. I don't
Mm-mm.
think it's going to happen
He
in the next
was, I
episode.
don't know though, because he was looking at her like so closely at that dinner, at that, bistro place. I mean, he really was. And yeah, I don't know. I think it's coming for sure.
All right, all right. I think it's coming, but not. I don't think it's coming anytime soon. I think they're going to drag it out longer.
Yeah, they might.
I think Daniel and Janet may kiss before James and Maggie.
No, I can't see that happening. Definitely not. That might be the highlight of the last episode. It's 4th of July and Daniel and Janet kiss. Woo!
Yeah.
Oh, look at Beth. My lips are sealed. Ah, I bet you, Chad. Mm-mm.
Oh, and I wish they would have filmed all 10 episodes right away,
Yeah,
without taking a break. Then they could have done a Christmas episode and showed it during the Christmas season. That would have been
yeah.
good. You,
That would
you
have been
mentioned
really
that
good.
before that a Christmas
I
episode would be
know.
nice. I know.
Yeah, I didn't get my Jesus
Yeah.
Christmas baby one.
So my last question is, what is Tina going to name the baby? What do you think?
Um, I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah,
Don't say anything, Beth. She probably knows already.
it's a boy. So see, I
I'm
think
gonna say, because Janet and the Hamiltons and James and the family, they're gonna pick a biblical name for sure.
biblical name.
Yeah, like John or something.
Yeah.
John
See,
or
I think she should have had the baby during the storm. James should have delivered it on the ranch, and she should have named the baby James.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I think should have happened.
yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Speaking of Christmas, where's our When Hope Calls Christmas episode? I know, right? I'm right there with you,
Yeah.
Misty.
Yeah. So Beth,
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 my lips are still sealed.
yeah, Beth knows something that we don't, but that's all right. That's all right.
Maybe
All
that
right.
means we're definitely going to find out when she says that. Maybe that's what that means.
I know it could be. It could mean that you're right and I'm wrong.
It could be. It's happened before, Chad.
Believe it or not. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
All right. We are up to the mystery item time.
We are.
Let's
So I
see.
think it's my turn to go
I
first,
think,
right?
yeah, I went first last time.
Okay. So you got any guesses?
Do I have any guesses?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gee. Uh, yeah, Beth, we talked about that during our Instagram live. The Candace Cameron Bure, Cameron Matheson movie. It's not
Mm-hmm.
on the schedule, but I know they filmed it. I think they think they made a typo on the schedule and they listed Candace and Paul Green's movie twice on the schedule. I think that was a typo.
Mm-hmm.
I think they meant to put Cameron's movie on there because they have to show it. They filmed it. It's a sequel to last year's movie.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, good question, Beth. I'm wondering that myself. All right, I don't want to guess because I don't want to guess the item that I brought.
All right. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready.
Do you want me to be descriptive and see if you can guess it, or you just want me to
Okay.
show you?
Okay, you can give me a clue.
It's plastic. It's used to prolong life, in a sense.
Plastic and it's used to prolong life. What the heck? What are you bringing? You brought a test tube? No. Let's see. What did you?
No.
All right, give me another clue.
It holds things.
Oh, you brought the same thing I brought.
No.
Yes, you did.
What?
Yes, you
What?
did.
What did you bring?
All right, let's see it. Let's see it.
You ready?
What the heck?
Some water.
Oh, when they were pouring water into those
Amy,
jars,
well, no,
right?
Amy was watering the plants when Martha came up.
Oh, she
She
was
had a
watering the
green one,
plants.
but hers had a handle.
Oh, I
So
didn't
this
even
is the only
notice
one I
that.
had.
Oh, I didn't even
Yes.
notice that. Oh, oh, I didn't notice that she was watering plants.
Yes,
Okay,
so that's what I brought this time because I was like, what am I going to bring? It was a
okay.
toss up. It was either going to be that or an apron. So I went with the watering thing.
Boy, you're good at coming up with these items. You see things that I don't see. So I brought up, see, but they were pouring water into those jars at one point.
They were. That's true. Did you do a measuring cup, Chad?
No, but I
Oh,
know you can guess. You always guess what I'm going to bring.
um,
I brought the
I don't know
obvious.
because this one was a little
I
harder.
brought the obvious item from the episode.
I don't know what the obvious item is. The smarts?
You don't know what it is?
Oh, the eggs. Oh, yeah. I almost did that too. I almost
The
got my
eggs.
eggs out. Yep.
Martha wanted eggs.
Yep. Yep. It's so funny because I was like thinking to myself, I'm like, Chad's probably gonna bring the eggs, but I couldn't remember. I said,
When
so
you
I
s-
can't bring eggs.
when you said plastic and prolongs life, I'm thinking, did she bring a plastic egg carton? That's what I was
I
thinking.
know. Well, no, I'm thinking, it helps the plants. It's the
Yeah,
water is the,
yeah,
the
yeah. I
the
gotcha.
fluid of life, so
I gotcha.
helps
Yeah,
things
Misty,
grow and
I was gonna bring a baby, but I didn't have a baby fake baby doll.
yeah. Yeah, I don't either.
You don't?
Me either. No, I don't have no
Oh,
baby dolls. Why would I have baby dolls?
oh, I don't know. I thought some women like have baby. My mother has some baby dolls lying around.
Oh no, mm-mm. Creepy
Oh,
dolls. Nope, can't do it.
creepy dolls.
Mm-mm. Mael, my daughter, she is so afraid of. We went to this Amish place one time, and they have these dolls that look a little different, right?
Yeah,
And she was like, "No, I can't go in there, Mom." She was
yeah.
freaked out by the dolls, literally. So no, we don't have any like porcelain dolls or anything like that. I do have a Precious Moments doll, but it's up in my closet. So that's the only real doll that I have, but nothing that looks like a life, like a real
Okay,
doll. Mm-mm.
okay.
Yeah.
Kat says she would have brought a jar of pickles.
Oh, that's true. I didn't even think about that. And I did have one
Oh, there was
too.
also a baby bottle. She says baby bottle. Was there a
Yeah.
baby bottle?
I don't remember
Were
seeing
they
the bottle, but
were
we
they
could have
feeding the baby? We
improvised.
could have. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. You know, I could have
So
came in on a depend, I mean, not really. I'm only kidding.
Misty says
Oh,
thanks to her grandmother, she has a lot of dolls in her closet.
yeah.
I only have skeletons in my closet. So I take it you don't like those Chucky movies then, if you don't like creepy dolls, huh?
Beth. Google just sent her a message that said creepy dolls. Yikes.
I like those Chucky movies. You don't like those Chucky movies?
They're ridiculous,
I
but
know
yeah,
they are
I've watched
ridiculous.
them. I've watched them. Yeah, kind of like the what's the other one? There used to be a leprechaun one out for a while, and
Oh
that one
yeah.
creeped me out. The
Oh
leprechaun would
yeah.
go
The
around and hurt
leprechaun.
people.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
there's some creepy ones out there.
Yeah. So the next episode is the so-called season finale, these at least from when they ended filming and then they decided they would add four more episodes. But so what do we think is going to happen in this? I guess we could call it a mid-season finale, I guess. Do you think there's going to be cliffhangers?
I do. I
Mhm.
do.
Mhm.
Um, I don't know yet what it's going to be. I almost like foreshadow something happened with Willis, going to Martha's house, and then they have to save him, or the family and Daniel's family has to save him or whatever. And then I don't know, I feel like there's something big has to happen with both families. I feel like because of the
Mhm.
quarry. And then I think Martha's
Mhm.
going to have to decide, or it's going to come down to those government, that government easement to, kind of bring them together in a sense. And they're going to have to work together in order to be able to keep their ranches alive and going and, flourishing.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm trying to think what cliffhangers could there be? It's got to be the Corey storyline. There's
Yeah.
no other because they wrapped up the Eric storyline
Right. And then
instead
Tina and
of
Lewis
leaving
had their
that.
baby. Yeah.
Yeah, the baby. Yeah, the baby would have been a good one to end
Hmm.
on to end
Yeah.
this season on. Yeah.
Or James has his moment of his epiphany, if you will, of why he needs to stay and run the cowboy ranch
Yeah, that's true.
or the cowboy
Maybe.
church. Hmm.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So
Okay.
something's going to happen. Either he's going to have to pray. Maybe Willis does have a stroke. Maybe Martha has a stroke. Maybe, I
Uh-huh.
don't know. Maybe something big happens and James has to come in and intervene. Maybe
Uh-huh.
they have to pray about it. They have to something. And then he's going to realize that his duty and his service is most needed at the cowboy church.
Uh-huh. Now, I think you mentioned the Cowboy Church. I think in the next episode, James is going to have his first service in the Cowboy Church.
Mm, yeah.
And the people are going to show up and he's going to have his first congregation there
Yes.
and he's going to do some preaching, I think.
Hmm. And maybe that's it. Maybe he opens it up and then all these people show up and he wasn't expecting all these people. And then
Hmm.
maybe that's when he realizes that,
Yeah, that the community needs the
he's
church. Yeah.
that community
Yeah.
needs this. And
Hmm.
because, they always emphasized how long of a drive it was to
I'm laughing at Jay.
I'm laughing at Misty, Beth and Google over there. Ice raids the farm. You are not right, Jay. Um, Terrible, terrible,
Mm,
terrible.
no, I know.
Um, but yeah, so maybe the people who are driving all the distance to go to this other church that's like an
Hmm.
hour or something
Yeah.
away,
Yeah. They're
they,
going to
you
show up.
know, exactly,
Yeah.
and then he's going to realize that there was more of
Hmm.
a need than he thought.
Yeah. And he's going to realize he's needed there in Crossroad Springs, not in Chicago.
Exactly,
Yeah. Yeah.
exactly.
All right. Those are our
Well,
predictions.
have to wait and see.
I think it's gonna happen.
I think so.
Thursday, that's when the episode premieres on Great American Pure Flix. And Saturday on Great American Family and G Fam Plus. And that's about it. Any final words?
No, I'm just I can't wait to see what happens in the next episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. Thanks
that's all I
again
got.
for being here. Misty, Beth, Jay, Kat, Victoria,
Yeah.
thanks for being here. What's Beth says Misty that has never happened. Oh, it popped up on a white word bubble on my phone. Oh, when you were talking about what, the babies or something? Or I forget what Google
The
pop,
creepy dolls,
the
yeah.
creepy dolls, Google popped up. Yeah, Google knows our every thought
Yes.
and our every
You
step.
have to go into
It's
your
scary.
settings and turn it
It's
off, right?
scary. I think Google hears everything we think.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Google's reading our minds.
Yeah, I
It
think
is
so.
scary. It is
Mm-hmm.
scary. And I think Instagram and Facebook's reading our minds too, because I was searching for a cell phone covers on my
Mm-hmm.
phone because I need a new cover for my phone. And then I
Right.
get on Instascam and these ads are popping up for cell phone covers. And I'm like, now how does Instascam know I was on Amazon looking for cell
Mm-hmm.
phone covers? Something's
Right.
going on here.
Right.
Something- Something's not right.
Yes, I agree.
We have no privacy.
Nope,
I
none
know.
whatsoever.
I know. Well, I'll let you go so you can have some privacy before you have to get up and go
You
to
too,
work tomorrow
Chad.
morning.
Exactly. Exactly. That's if I have a job still, Chad.
Yeah, with this government shutdown. Yeah, fingers crossed that
Yeah.
you'll still have a job. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, see you next week. Until then, you keep the faith, keep smiling, keep your friends close, and keep your great American family closer.
Bye, guys.
Bye.